happenings. This show is made possible by Channel 3 and the Hope Center.
May was Hope Month, and the Hope Center hosted many exciting events.
The Wash for Life car wash was on Saturday, May 21st. We want to share some pictures with you. Baptist Temple and Calvary Baptist Youth groups participated in our car wash, and it's always exciting to see these groups come out and participate. And next year we'd love to encourage other churches to get involved, and it's just a great way for your youth to be a part of the community and serve others. And we had a lot of people stop through the car wash and say how much they appreciated the youth, seeing the youth out there and washing cars and working hard. And it was a chilly day, so we're thankful for them to come out and wash those cars. We are happy to announce that Connorsville Baptist Temple won our car wash, and so they get to keep the trophy again this year. So congratulations, Baptist Temple.
Save a Baby Bottle Drive was on Saturday, May 21st, and we collected money on 6th and Central as well as 6th and Western and 24th and Grand Avenues. So I want to thank everybody who donated. And we also want to let everyone know that the Baby Bottle Drive earned $840.60, and for the total for the whole weekend was $1,531.74.
Wow!
So
yeah,
everybody
that
did a great
was
job.
wonderful. I didn't say that our car wash brought in $691.14. So that money, everything that was raised, goes to the Hope Center for us to be able to do our services in the community and help those in the community. And so the money goes right back into the community for the different things that we do at the Hope Center. So thank you everyone for coming out and supporting us.
Well, and if you missed that, there's another opportunity for you to get involved and participate in some Hope Center activities. So on June 18th will be our first annual golf outing. We're calling it Golf for Hope. That's a pretty clever play on words there. And it will be at Willowbrook Country Club here in Connorsville. The entry fee is $200, and that's for a 4-person team. And we also have corporate sponsorship opportunities available.
So since it's June 18th, that'd be like a perfect Father's Day gift.
I know.
Yeah, definitely.
And so my husband and his brothers and Dad and Grandpa, they all play golf. So guess what Dad's getting for Father's Day?
Yeah, it's definitely a great day for everyone to come out and just enjoy. We have a beautiful golf course.
Oh, yeah.
And I always enjoy going and playing there. And so come out. Even if you're not a pro at golfing, it's still going to be a fun day because we're going to offer games throughout that day. And a couple of the games that we're going to offer at different holes, one of them is throwing a bottle, since it's the Hope Center and we help babies and families. You'll be able to throw a bottle, and however far you throw that bottle, that's where you get to tee off from. And so it'll hopefully be able to get you a little bit closer to the tee. And also, we are going to have a blindfold game. You can pay to blindfold another team. So when they're teeing off, they could be blindfolded, and we'll have to be cautious to see where the balls go. Hopefully they can hit them pretty straight. And then if that team chooses not to be blindfolded, they could pay a little bit more to not be blindfolded. And then we're going to have a roll of dice game where you'll be able to pay to roll the dice, and then if you, depending on the number you get, you could get closer to the green. And so the money will all go towards the Hope Center and supporting our services. And so we will have some games that we will be asking for donations for to participate in those games, but it's really going to be a fun day. And so we hope everyone comes out with good spirits and just ready to be a part of the Hope Center and support what we do.
Well, and what I appreciate about the games is it just helps keep it lighthearted and fun. Mm-hmm. It doesn't have to be so serious and competitive unless you make it serious and competitive. Yeah. But I just like the lighthearted. Just come and have a good time. It's a fundraiser. Support the Hope Center.
We will have prizes for the first, second, and third teams that win. And so we will be keeping keeping track of scores and all of that, and you will be able to get a prize for participating. But we also want to have fun for the day.
Right. And I'm looking forward to getting some good pictures. And so if you come participate in it, look for your picture on Channel 3.
Well, maybe not. You don't want to scare people.
Well, that's true. Yeah. With your permission. Yes. So, well, June is known for weddings, right? So my husband and I even celebrate our 21st anniversary this month. I don't know how 21 years went so fast. But before the wedding comes, there's some dating things that we should talk about. And because the Hope Center is all about the family, a whole family approach, we wanted to just discuss some healthy dating habits with you today.
And so we want to point out that it's important to set boundaries for all dating relationships and to be able to have self-control. And in order to have self-control, it's a good idea to set those boundaries before you start dating and to know what you allow and won't allow. And then when you're in a situation, you're able to stop and say, that's past my boundary. I'm not going there. So in speaking about boundaries, it's not just to include intimacy and romance, but it can include activities like going to a party where there's underage drinking or drugs being used. It could include a boundary. Don't let your partner speak to you in a condescending way. I mean, today's day and age, sometimes we're skewed on what is appropriate. And they may be saying it jokingly, but you need to stop it right at the beginning and say, I don't think that's funny. I know you didn't mean it that way this time, but I'm not going to put up with that.
Right.
And just stop it right away so that it doesn't evolve into something else accidentally, because that's usually how things escalate. It starts out as a joke, but then it just kind of keeps going even more. So, whatever you feel that you need to set as a boundary for yourself, that's a good place to start and say, this is where I'm starting my boundary.
Well, and I think that's self-respect for yourself.
Absolutely. Yep.
Value yourself and make others value you. You set that, this is what I will expect out of you, and this is what I will accept and not.
Yep, definitely.
I once heard, if you raise the bar, only the best will get over. And so, for ourselves, and if you're out looking for a relationship, you want to set your bar high. You deserve to be treated well, and that goes not just for teens, but for adults as well.
Right, absolutely. Well, I even love the idea of a dating contract between parents and teens. Sit down together around maybe the middle school age, 6th grade, maybe even going into middle school, and just write out what's important to what should be important to your teen, but what's important to your family. Not one contract will fit every family, so you just modify it and figure out what works for your family. In theory, the whole idea is when the teen becomes interested in dating, then they will know if that person fits the contract. Because they will know what their family values are. You discuss it before they're ready. It's really just all about training them and helping them know what they're looking for before they're really even looking. And I have a daughter that's getting ready to go into middle school. And so we're getting ready to do that. And I do have a dating contract in place with my son. And so it's worked so far so good,
Now, do you bring that contract out and talk about it every so often?
We do. We sat down together. He wasn't really thrilled about it at first. I'm sorry, Jaden, I'm throwing you under the bus. But, it's opened up conversations between us, and it's been really good. We're kind of training him on what kind of girl to look for. This is what's important to us. We want them to be equally yoked with their partner, meaning we want to have the same beliefs. We want, they don't necessarily have to go to our church, but we want the beliefs to match up. Because so many relationships later on, if you don't match up and you're not equally yoked in your beliefs, there's going to be conflict. You really have to know what you know, and you have to be ready to know why you know it and stick to it, and you have to teach them that that's important, I feel. So.
Well, some healthy tips on relationships. I think for myself, and we will be married 14 years this year, grace is very important. And that's something, we got married very young, and it's not something we were taught. But grace is very important because if you don't have grace for that person, then your relationship could be hard. And you have to know that it's a give and take relationship. And, you know, some things that the other, you know, some habits that the other might have, you might not like. But they could be little, small, tedious things, and it's not something to hold a grudge over. And so having grace is huge. It's very, very important to have grace in a marriage, in a dating relationship or whatever. And talking. Talking is very important in a relationship. You know, if you're struggling with something, talk to them about it. Be open and willing to accept what they're going to say, and then hopefully in return, the person you're dating or married to will be open to what you're saying as well.
My son is in a relationship, and he's been in this relationship for 3 years, and we are always talking to both of them, but mostly him because he is our son, about communication. And how important it is that, you know, you don't really know what that other person is saying and or thinking, and when you say it, how are they receiving it?
Right.
So you have to have that communication, and how men and women communicate differently.
Right.
Yes.
You know, when a man, you can just say, yes, I'm fine, but with a woman, yes, I'm fine doesn't really mean she's fine always. Sometimes, yes, I'm fine, but there are sometimes underlying things that she's trying to sort through. And so it's very confusing, and we're trying to get him to understand that, you know, women are just complicated. You know, we don't mean to be, but we just kind of are. And so communication is like huge.
There's a good book out that's, it's something like men are like waffles and women are like spaghetti.
Yes, that's a great book.
It is so good because women are so intertwined like spaghetti and wibble, you know, they go every direction.
Yeah.
Their mind goes every direction, and then men have boxes, and sometimes those boxes are empty.
And it's okay.
And it's okay for those boxes to be empty. And there's many times I ask my husband, "What are you thinking about?" And he's like, "Nothing."
Yeah.
Like, what?
How can you think
How can
about
you not be thinking? I'm like, I'm not thinking about anything.
Yeah. We don't understand that. Yeah.
So moving on. Sorry, kind of got off the subject with the book, but it's a good book.
It is, but also going back to communication, I'm a big stickler for tone. It's all about tone.
Yeah.
You know, I'm fine obviously means you're not fine.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Or they're just irritated because you've asked them too many times. So,
Right.
you know, back off.
Yeah, right, yeah. So we just wanted to also leave you with some dating ideas. So taking a walk in the park and talking, that's free. Free's always in the budget. Go roller skating or ice skating. I don't know if you guys have been to Miami University. They have a really nice ice skating rink over there.
It is.
Maybe getting ice cream, taking a younger sibling with you for accountability. And also, that's just the third person to help keep the conversation going. Explore a trail, like Mary Gray Bird Sanctuary is really nice.
We have the new Nickel Plate Trail as
Yeah,
well.
right.
And so
Yep.
that's
Get
a good
your
one
ice
to-
cream and walk the
Yeah,
trail.
There you go.
yeah.
My favorite thing is get some friends together and host a progressive dinner. So have you guys ever been to a progressive dinner?
I have actually, and progressive dinners stick with me because of church and growing up, and that's what we did in our church. That was a yearly thing, was a progressive dinner.
Yeah. Have you been to one?
I have not. No.
Okay.
I
Well,
heard they're pretty fun.
they are fun. Yeah. It's just you start at one house with appetizers, you do dinner, you do dessert. Or sometimes you get somebody really cool and you do dessert first.
Yeah.
Right. You
Yeah.
just do it backwards. So those are fun.
So, again, dating, contrary to cultural beliefs, being intimate in a new relationship is not going to make your relationship stronger, nor is it going to help you keep your partner. There are other ideas to help you bond. You can hold hands if that's in your dating contract and that boundary allows for it. You can forgive quickly and often. We all can get a little bitey sometimes. Show respect to the other person no matter what. Even if you're in a tiff, you know, you can still argue respectfully.
Right,
No
yeah.
name calling.
Right.
Talk about your goals and your future, what plans you have, your dreams. And, for me, my most important rule is to always think before you speak. Because once you say that, you can never unsay it. You can never take it back. And your partner, your friend, whoever, can never unhear it.
So true.
And so for dating and marriage, for my family, it's think before you speak. Because if you say a hurtful word, that word will stick to that person. Even if it's 5 years later, they may not hurt as bad, but it's still going to stay there. And so, there's no name calling, no negative, no...
In our house, and I struggle with this. If I'm mad, I just want to go to bed. Just leave me alone.
Right.
I'll wake up tomorrow morning and I'll feel sorry. I'll come and say I'm sorry and all of that. But Sean's rule is we don't end the day mad at each other, or even, if it's between my son and us, whoever it is, we don't end the day upset. We talk it out until we feel better and we are all under the understanding of what's going on, and then we can all go peacefully to bed.
We have that same rule.
So there's also love languages, and I haven't done this in such a long time. When Jennifer had asked us to think about our love languages, I really struggled because I'm not sure. I concentrate so much on giving to my family and others that I don't think about what I like in return. But I would say for me, it's probably, acts of service for me. But the five love languages, they are acts of service, quality time, receiving gifts, physical touch, and words of affirmation. And so that's what... For me, I think it is. I like them all, and I think it depends on what my mood is, and what the day is, what the holiday is. If it's my birthday, I'll take gifts.
Right.
So, what's your guys's?
Well, I rank a few points higher in quality time, but overall, I'm multilingual, my poor husband. And so, what's your love language?
I'm all five.
You're multilingual too.
Straight up, I'm all five. And I'm with Marla, it depends on my mood. It depends on what's going on, how busy I am or not busy I am. I'm sorry, Mike.
Right, I know.
I mean, he
But
knows
we're women,
this, though.
and that's how we are.
Yes, we're just how we are, and we've been together for a long time. We're about to do our 19th wedding anniversary, and so we've been together about 21 years, and so we're good.
Yeah.
We're good. He understands. He doesn't have to understand, but he understands.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, coming up next, we're going to spend some quality time with you in our Hope Kitchen.
Yes, and celebrating 4th of July.
Yes.
So,
There's so many fun things you can do with 4th of July. I mean, any holiday, but 4th of July just kind of, I don't know, you're celebrating independence and you get to blow things up. Okay, fireworks, but still, you kind of get to blow things up. You know?
and to watch the sky light up. That's
It's
so
beautiful.
pretty.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys go to 4th of July events, or do you do your own? Do you let off fireworks?
Year after year, it depends on what's going on.
Yeah.
If somebody's having something at their house, we'll go to the house. If not, we'll go into town and watch the fireworks or whatever. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we usually just go to my mom's. She's a big field behind her house, and so we have a cookout and we do fireworks, and it's just nice just to chill and be. We don't have to fight the crowds there. There's no traffic.
Well, and that's us.
Yeah.
We camp. We have some family-owned land, and we camp, and we have our own fireworks. So we have our own private little. And then where we are, we can see 2 different fireworks that count. So that's pretty cute. Yeah.
So, all right, well, stick with us. We'll be in our Hope Kitchen next. The Hope Center would love to partner with you. I'm always looking for people who believe in Hope's mission. 19 years later, our mission continues to be to provide physical, emotional, and spiritual support while empowering individuals and families to make life-affirming decisions. I would love to meet one-on-one with you to explain all of Hope's services. Any monthly gift given will bring hope to our community. Remember, hope can change everything. Welcome back. Today we would like to share some 4th of July treats with you.
And
Emily, we're going to start with you.
Okay, so I have some Independence Day trail mix. I guess
Sounds
we'll
good.
go with that. And it's pretty easy to make. So you take about 2 or 3 cups of popped popcorn, and then 2 cups of pretzels. The sticks are fine, and it just doesn't have to be exact, just kind of whatever. You can probably do this with any holiday treat that you would like. Just change the M&M colors and change the sprinkles, or you don't have to use sprinkles. 2 cups of Chex Mix, any flavor that you like. I like the wheat Chex, so I use those. If you like peanuts, you can put peanuts in there. I just put about a cup of those. You want to mix it all around. Kind of loud. Like, I hope you all can hear me, 'cause I feel like I'm just crunching and loud here. So mix all that up. And then I took some almond bark. You can use white chocolate chips, whatever you want. And please forgive me, my pan or my container is super hot, so I hope I don't burn myself here. And then you just want to melt the chocolate and pour it over. First let's put this out on the pan. Let's do it this way. That way we get a good even layer. How about we do that? Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so now just pour the chocolate over all of this. I hope you can see. I'm doing it a little backwards for you.
That looks really good.
It's very sweet. So for
Well, sweet
the
and salty.
sweet-
You have the
Yeah,
salty
that's what
with the
makes
nuts.
it so addicting, is the sweet and salty. And the popcorn, I just air popped my popcorn. I didn't put any salt or any butter. It's just straight up popcorn. I think if you added flavoring to it, it might take away from this. And I did notice the key to not having clumpy trail mix, you gotta kind of work fast, but to have a large pan, that you work it out on a large pan, because if it sits in a pile, it will clump. So once you spread all of that out, okay, spread it out thin, and then red and blue, red, white, and blue, just red, red and green, whatever holiday you're celebrating, and just sprinkle your M&Ms on top. John, I'm
Yum.
leaving one for you on the floor, buddy. And so sprinkle or spread those out. And then I took some sprinkles, the holiday red, white, and blue, and I just sprinkled some in there. You don't have to. It almost makes it like just pop a little bit. But just some sprinkles. Let it dry, like for a good 2, 3, 4 hours. And then you can break it up. And I found these cute little 4th of July cups that I'm serving in. So
Those are adorable.
Those are cute.
yeah, and it's super addicting. So
Yes.
I apologize if you try this recipe at home. Yeah.
Well, I'm a fan of white chocolate. I'm a fan of the bark, or, we'll dip anything in white chocolate, berries, cookies, whatever. So today, I just have some Oreos, patriotic Oreos, we're calling them. And I had Candy Quick. And the reason I like Candy Quick, I'll show you here, Candy Quick, is because it comes in its own disposable tray. And so when you put it in the microwave and you're dipping things or whatever, I appreciate no cleanup, right? So some of these we just dipped half. Some of them we dipped all of them. My daughter was very creative, and I'll lift this up. See if Justin can get a shot here. What we did on some of these that we dipped all of them is, my daughter was very creative, and she did flags with the sprinkles. So you can do red, white, blue sprinkles. And then one of them we just put on a stick. So I don't know if you guys can see this one. Maybe if you just want sucker pops. So there's so many different things that you can do. Also, you can dip pretzels in white chocolate. What we did here is I just dipped these this morning. And I even thought you could put strawberries down here and maybe even like some blueberries and build a flag. That would be something different. And then let's not forget the red, white, and blue beverages. So, if you have these sitting out on your table, I think it's just festive. So I just love 4th of July treats because I think they're so fun.
Yeah.
You can bring out all the patriotic colors and, yeah.
I agree. I had leftover pretzels after I made my first batch, and of course lots of white chocolate, so I dipped those, and then I played with my sprinkles, and of course my family would come by and snack on them as I'm making them. But yeah, white chocolate covered popcorn, really good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you know, like any of this red, white, and blue stuff, I feel like Memorial Day, 4th of July, Labor Day, anytime that we're celebrating our freedom or the people that fought for our freedom, I think it's a great time to bring out red, white, and blue and just be proud of America.
Definitely, and they're pretty colors too. And
Right.
it's nice to see everybody's houses decorated and
Right.
in the colors and to celebrate that.
So what do you
So
have?
I'm going to make a sugar cookie and design it to look like a flag. And so this is going to be super, super sweet. So you might want to have some peanuts around or something salty to mix with that, because this is definitely going to be a sweet treat. I just took, you can do your own sugar cookie mix, but I took the sugar cookie package and I just baked it. I rolled it out in a pan and baked it. And then after you let it cool, you're going to take icing. You can make your own icing, or I did Pillsbury. And you're going to spread it all over the cake and get a good layer of white icing. And then I searched everywhere. Blueberries must be the thing right now, because I searched everywhere for blueberries and I could not find blueberries. But you want to get fruit to put as layers on your cookie. So I decided to get strawberries and blackberries. That was what was available at the store. And so that's what I'm going to put on here for my design.
We call that adapting and being creative.
You're right, and sometimes you have to do that. So I went ahead and washed my fruit and cut up the strawberries, and then you're just going to design it to look like a flag. So I'm going to put, these will be the stars. And then you're going to put the strawberries out, and you can cut them up. I just sliced them in half, and you'll put them on here, and then make sure you leave your space for the white section of the flag.
I've seen bananas used for the white section. Like I know that the frosting is already white, but I've seen people put bananas on there, and then you just get a little extra fruit.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be pretty sweet, so you'll want to make sure you have something to follow up with that. Eat it in moderation there.
Yeah.
I think everything we're making today is very sweet. So eat your good food first is what I always told my kids.
Yeah. Okay, so there you go. You just layer it like that, and you can put more layers. I'm
Very pretty.
put a couple. So, and then there's your flag. Oops, like that.
Pretty. Good job, ladies. Well, thank you for watching Hope Happenings.
Visit our website at hopecenterconnersville.com.
And remember, hope can change everything.